So, I was told that my set tonight needed to be PG, and to be honest, I wasn't really clear on what exactly that meant, what the rules were for that. So I did some research online, as we do, and I figured out that apparently a PG movie can not show a woman's breasts, but there may be some racial humor. So our society thinks seeing boobs is worse than being a racist. Who is making these rules? Probably gay racists. Right? Yeah. And they're so powerful because they're hard to spot now. The gay racists are harder to spot than the regular ones because they don't burn crosses anymore. They shoot dirty looks. They don't conspire in the woods. They perspire on dance floors. And they don't, I'll tell you what, they don't wear those white sheets after Labor Day. We live in Glen Carbon. I live with my husband Brad, he's over here, our dog Dakota, and my husband's girlfriend. Her name is Xbox. And yes, he does. He does take his ring off when he plays, out of respect for me. So that's nice. Yeah. So a lot of people are surprised to hear that I'm married because I look a lot younger. Or I look a lot younger than I actually am. I'm actually not 14. I'm 29 years old. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. So I know a lot of you parents were hoping to hook me up with your 14-year-old sons tonight, but that's not going to happen. Not because I don't like 14-year-old boys, but again, because I'm married. Yeah, my husband, he was in the Army for a while, and now he's back in school for free. Thank you, government. And it's really funny, too, when people ask me, what does your husband do for a living? And I say he's in college. Because there's always this moment where there's a look on their face like they're trying to figure out how old he is, And so I like to follow that up with, don't worry, he's a senior. My family's here. They're scared now. I have two parents and one brother. That's my family. And my brother is sitting right over here, and he is just awesome. Like, I can't say enough about him. He's so amazing. He's a year and a half older than me, and he's the best brother ever. He is like smart, and he's just so nice to everyone and so generous. He's responsible. He is successful. He's a successful computer software engineer. And I am the funny one. So, you can probably tell which one of us is my parents' favorite. But, can you tell which one of us has the most friends? So I win something at least. And I gotta tell you, my dad hated that joke. I know that for a fact. Because he always tells me, Lisa, there's always a little bit of truth in every joke that you make. So he gets really mad when I make jokes about how my brother is their favorite, because he says that's not true. But, it's not like I blame them. My brother was born first, and it's really hard to beat an incumbent. So, I'm not going to point my mom out to you. She is here, but she hates to be the center of attention. She really hates it. But my dad is sitting right here on the end, so you can take it from there. I think moms live vicariously through their daughters, but for my mom, it's not any fun. Because I like to mess with her. So a lot of moms, like everyone here has a mom, so you know that they're always like, bring your coat, you're gonna get cold. That's because they love you so much that when you are cold, they shiver. That's how much they love you. So I take advantage of that. And I tell my mom all the dangerous things that I do. My mom is, she's, well, depending on who you ask, she's either very safety conscious or paranoid. So I tell her, like, I was in Orlando at a conference for work once, and I just call her when I do things I know she won't like. I'm a terrible person. So I'm like, hey Mom, I'm in Orlando, downtown Orlando, and I took a cab here, but it was really expensive, and I gotta get back to my hotel, so I'm just gonna ask one of the people in the restaurant to give me a ride back. And I'm not gonna bring a coat. But the sad thing about that is that I'm going to get it all back, right, when I have a daughter. I'm going to have a daughter who is just like my mom. No fun at all. Even though I don't live at home, I'm 29, so it's been, what, I don't know, 8 years since I've lived at home, and my mom still will ask me, she can't tell me anymore, but she'll still ask me, like, please call me when you get home so I know you're safe. Or I'll be talking to her while I'm in the car, and she'll be like, are your doors locked? And you know what, I noticed, she doesn't do this with my brother. And I'm not saying she's being sexist, I'm just saying she doesn't love him as much. I think when my parents are getting older, not in this room, really, but compared to me, they're getting older. And I think that when your parents start to get older, they become kind of like the kids and you become the adult. Like, I have to always remind my parents to eat their vegetables or to go to the doctor when they feel sick. I'm like, Mom, you need to go to the doctor. Your foot's been hurting for like 3 months. Do I have to do everything? Put a coat on. So, and my parents, they have started to talk back to me. And when I came in here tonight, I went up and I hugged my mom, and she goes, Lisa, you're embarrassing me. And I was like, just wait.